National unemployment rate now climbing to 9.8%. It's a major headline today. Another sign that the economic recovery is slower than many had predicted, including the White House. Republican Congressman Kevin Brady out of Texas. He's the House Republican Deputy Whip and ranking Republican on the Joint Economic Committee. Sir, good morning to you. What do you make of these?
Hey, good morning.
Make of the headline today. The economy is still,
well, no,
it's still slow.
Yeah, Bill, you're right. The numbers don't look good. And if you counted the 807,000 American workers who just gave up, they aren't in the workforce, they aren't in the market anymore, the unemployment rate would be much higher than that. And in two key areas, manufacturing and construction, which the White House promised would see the greatest job gains under the stimulus, are actually experiencing the greatest job losses. So, stimulus by almost any measure just simply isn't producing.
What are we going to do about this now? You got the statement that we were told months ago that we would not get above 8% if you pass the $787 billion deal. We did that in record time, in fact, 21 days, and that thing was out in terms of law anyway. So, what do we do now? Americans are looking for relief, and they're not getting it.
They're not. And, I always like to put the stimulus in perspective. If the U.S. economy were the size of a football field, the stimulus spending so far is equal to 1 yard line. It's just slow, and it's not focused on jobs, and too much of it is wasted. So I think pinning our hopes on that is the wrong thing. What I've noticed in talking with our local companies, what they're seeing from their customers and clients are businesses are delaying decisions, investment decisions, because they fear Washington. They fear increased energy costs, health care costs, new taxes, capital gains, investment overseas. They see government sort of as the invisible hand of the market. They're not willing to make those key investments until they see what Washington's doing. I actually think the government is holding back our economic recovery.
How so?
Well, because people are frozen. Money's on the sideline, decisions aren't being made. Again, Washington every day trots out a new program, usually which is going to punish those types of investments. So businesses aren't willing to risk those dollars and those decisions in a very uncertain government climate.
And what you get then is you get paralysis. And man, we don't need that, that's for certain. Small business owners, they email us all the time. They want to know what's in it for them. And I think small business, there are a lot of what you're describing right now. They've got their hands in their pockets. They're not making any moves because they're not quite sure what's coming around the corner next. What is Washington doing to help small business that employs so much of our economy?
Washington is doing very little. And in fact, I think there was more money in the stimulus bill to buy public art in America than to help small businesses save workers or create new jobs. And I think right now what Washington is actively doing is scaring the heck out of small businesses. They watch what's going on, they see the new debt, they see the new taxes, the health care issues, the cap and trade, and they're paralyzed. They're not going to make those decisions. Again, I think government is a big part of the economic problem right now.
If that's the case, then the recovery will be much longer than anyone wants. Kevin Brady, thank you for your time on The Hill today.
Thanks, sir.
All right, Martha.
Well, you've probably heard that phrase, there's an app for that. Well, those words are taking on a whole new meaning in California. Your iPhone and your BlackBerry can actually